All right. Welcome to the mj&ty podcast show. Today is February 25th, 2021. So, okay, so JJ Watt rumors that and potential landing spots that have been heating up and with the hot stoves and all right, so Ty, of the three or of the four possible landing spots, which one do you think is more likely? You got Green
Uh,
Bay, you got Buffalo. Oh, was Tampa ruled out? I didn't. I didn't think it. Tampa was ruled out yet. Then of course you got Cleveland.
yeah. Um. So, so the only three, like I said last week, the only three teams that I see them going to is Tampa Bay, Buffalo, or Cleveland. And I know you and me got our fingers crossed like a rock right now. Um, because I can see you smiling. Um, but I would say most likely, I hope it would be a dream if he came to Cleveland to play next by Miles Garrett and that whole crew. But most likely, right now, I gotta say Tampa Bay. Like, I won't leave out, Buffalo, Green Bay, or Cleveland, but most likely, if he wants to win a championship, he could go to Tampa or come to Cleveland, but that's just where I see him going.
This is something that I would have to disagree with you because, unfortunately,
Why do you have to
unfortunately,
disagree with me on
it's not what
this?
I. It's not what
We
I
all
personally
know I'm
want.
right. We
Well,
all know I'm right.
so the two teams that, or so the team that I think he's most likely to go to is definitely Green Bay with the Packers. It's not necessarily the team I want him to go to. Obviously, I want him to come to Cleveland, but we'll just have to see what the offseason whole has in store because obviously he hasn't signed with anyone, nor has he announced who he wants to sign with the most.
You just said Green Bay because they got your favorite quarterback down there.
No, I'm saying Green Bay because J.J. Watt is from Wisconsin.
We all know that.
Yeah,
And I said last week, like, he could go back and play at home, but we gotta see. Like, he hasn't said anything.
yeah. All right, so assuming that J.J. Watt does not come to the Browns, a lot of people are saying that the next best choice would be to get Von Miller. I'm not sure where I stand on that because obviously Von Miller's got really, really good stats, but he is getting up there in age, and he is bringing some issues with him at the moment. What's your take?
So my take is that when you like Von Miller, he's already got a Super Bowl ring.
Right.
Okay, he's already got a Super Bowl ring. He played with one of the greatest quarterbacks ever
Right.
in history that is going to the Football Hall of Fame. this year. Um, but he's already got a championship to his resume. Um,
And he destroyed Cam Newton. Much much better than that teenager tried to destroy him.
yeah, I saw that video. But anyways, like I would say, he would probably be a good fit, but I totally agree with you. Like you're bringing in a guy that has has a championship already. He made the Pro Bowl. So he's going to. I think he would be a nice fit, but we just have to see. But that's my take on it. Is that I agree with you on some point, but I think my take is better, and we all know I'm right.
All right, so I want to talk about the draft and possible drafting strategies. Obviously, the Browns need to focus on defense and get a really good linebacker. Should the Browns trade up in the draft to get like a number 9 or like number 15 spot? Maybe. Uh, I do think that it is possible for them to get a good defensive back or a good defender. Person. I do think that it is possible for them to trade up because they do have they do have a few enticing pieces that teams might be interested in, but that could also just be more draft picks as well. So while they can do while they can draft up and possibly get someone who wants to trade down and get a lot more picks. It's a bit risky because you are trading away a large part of the organization's future. But if it produces a Super Bowl ring, I think that'd be worth it.
My take. Okay, so my take is if I can see the Browns probably trading up to probably the 7 spot or 6 spot because we already got the offense. The Browns already got the offense down for the offense side of the ball. Would you agree with me on that?
Yes.
So they already got the offense side of the ball down. It's just the defense side. Like I can, like you said, they can trade if they trade for like the sixth pick or ninth pick. Like you're trading your whole future, but for a Super Bowl ring, um, definitely, um, that's the goal. But it might be worth it.
Then again, it could also be like selling your soul to the devil.
But we have to see about that because because if you trade your future away um, for a championship for a Super Bowl, it's possibly going to be worth it.
Right. So, what are some of the what are some of the best or what are some of the juiciest trade rumors going around right now? Because at the moment, the juiciest trade rumors that I can think of have already been done deals. Some of them were surprising, some of them were not.
Which one is before we talk about that, which one is the surprising one and which one is not to you?
To me, the most surprising one was definitely the Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff deal. I'm not too surprised about Carson Wentz leaving the Eagles, and like it was pretty clear that that organization and Wentz were done with each other.
I would say I would agree with you. I didn't see that Stafford Jared Goff would happen. Um, I think the Eagles shouldn't pull the trade went earlier in the season. I don't know why they would wait this long to trade them in the offseason.
Because they have Howie Roseman, that's why.
But we'll see. We'll see how both who's the winners and the losers in both of these trades.
Now just watch. Carson Wentz is going to lead the Colts to a Super Bowl ring. I don't necessarily think it will happen, but I would not be surprised if that's just the Eagles' luck again.
Hey, when you start off somewhere fresh, you know that's going to. I can say this: when you start off somewhere fresh, that's a new beginning. But I think there's going to be a lot of changes that Carson Wentz and all these quarterbacks that got traded in the off season, they're going to have to learn a new system from their old system.
Right. Uh, so it turns out that Ben Roethlisberger will most definitely be the Steelers' quarterback for 2021. That's a big L for them. But it depends. It also depends on which Ben Roethlisberger we see. Is it 2018 Ben Roethlisberger, who's surprisingly good for his age, or is it 2020 Ben Roethlisberger, who's a massive liability going down the stretch and
Okay,
throwing four interceptions to the Browns?
I saw you smiling there when you said 2020 Big Ben. Um, and I'm smiling a little bit. Sorry,
You're straight up cheesing, Ty.
I'm not. But anyways, I think we're going to get. I thought after the playoff game that Big Ben was going to retire. You and me both thought that. We talked about that off camera. Um, I thought he was going to retire or sign with a new team.
He needed to
Um,
retire.
um, I definitely think, I definitely think the he shouldn't retire. So um, the backup quarterback could be the future.
Mason Rudolph. Like,
Yeah,
uh, based on that 20s, based on that Week 17 game, he really didn't look much better than Roethlisberger, I thought. But then again, that could have been lack of experience at the NFL level.
I can say this. I think we're going to get 2020 Big Ben. I'm sorry, Steelers fans. You can come at me all you want, but
Don't worry, the rest of the AFC North is celebrating just as hard as we are.
um, but we will have to see. But I definitely think we're going to see 2020 Big Ben because um he's up there in age. He's not like Tom Brady. I'm just going to point that out.
Who just completely defies all of Father Time.
Who, Tom Brady
Yeah,
or
I would not be surprised if Tom Brady lives to be 120.
hey, he can play football till he's 55. I'm just saying.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. He might need to take steroids of some sort, but possible. But that is also depending on injuries and stuff as well.
But I think we're going to get 2020 Big Ben.
All right, I can accept that.
What is your take?
I am. I can see that happening, or maybe a mixture of like 2018, 2020 Ben.
We never know.
Yeah, you never know until the season. Never know until the season happens. So Russell Wilson is also not very pleased with his current role in Seattle. I don't know that he wants to be. I don't know that he wants to be traded, but he is not very pleased with Seattle right now.
Uh, you want to go with your take before I say mine because
I just gave my take.
oh,
Come on, Ty.
that's my bad. That's my bad. Um, but I think, like I said about the Watson situation, I'm going to bring this up again. Um, I don't think. I think he wants out. I think Seattle will trade him. Um, like I know you got DK Matt and those receivers over there in Seattle, but it looks like right now in Wilson's career, he wants to win a Super Bowl. That's his main goal.
He wants to
Like
win another Super Bowl. Yeah.
that's what I said, knucklehead. But I can see him going probably to probably like trying to think right now. Probably Washington.
The football team?
Yeah.
Right now, the only place I see him playing in is Seattle still. But we'll just see what happens. Like, something could happen, and he could lose all faith in like and he could lose like all faith in Seattle or something.
He could also, I'm just going to point this out. Like I said, I think he doesn't, like I said about the Watson thing, is that I think he doesn't want to be there. Like, if you don't want to be there, you don't have, you can just make a point.
That's true, but sounds like he just doesn't want to be there, be in this current situation with Seattle. Like he's just not very pleased
Maybe
about that.
it's the coach, maybe it's the whole coaching staff. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. All right, so thank you for watching this episode of the MJ and Ty podcast show. Next week, we're gonna look for news coming from the National Basketball Association or the NBA, whichever you want to call it. And all right, that will be all for us today. And remember to keep your head in the game.